Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and here I have the exam guide pulled up because I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of it so you have an idea what AWS wants you to know in order to pass this exam. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll on down to the content outline and just give the domains a read and understand the weighting of the actual exam. So we have four domains here. We have cloud concepts, security, technology, and billing and pricing. And so the largest portion of the exam is technology at 36%, and billing and pricing is the lowest amount, which is kind of funny because I find that the most valuable thing in the entire course is billing and pricing. Okay, we're going to learn a lot about billing and pricing on AWS here. But that's just how they weighted it. But let's just talk about these four domains so we understand what it is that we need to know for each of these domains. So for domain one, we need to be able to define the AWS cloud and its value proposition. We need to be able to identify aspects of AWS cloud economics, list the different cloud architecture design principles, okay? Now for security, we need to know a variety of different AWS security services, and we need to know the shared responsibility model, okay? You need to know that for every single exam. It's always brought up like 100 times over, but yeah, that's part of the security domain. Onto technology, you're gonna need to know all the core AWS services and also a bunch of other AWS services, and you're going to need to know global infrastructure, okay? So we're talking regions, AZs, and edge locations, all right? And then on to billing and pricing. So we need to be able to compare and contrast various pricing models for AWS, recognize the various account structures in relation to AWS billing and pricing, and identify resources available for billing support. So that is the content outline. So the next thing I wanted to go over with you is the response type. So when you're taking the exam, you're going to be presented questions in one or the other format. So we have multiple choice and multiple response. So for multiple choice, you just choose 1 out of 4. Okay, and then for multiple response, it's going to be 2 or more correct responses out of 5 or more options, okay? But generally, I find that it's 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 6, okay? And then the last thing here is white papers. So white papers are generally core to studying for AWS. For the CCP, however, you do not have to read a single white paper. Everything in this course covers anything that could possibly pop up in these white papers here. And white papers are super boring, okay? But just so you know, we have the overview of Amazon Web Services, architecting for the cloud, AWS best practices, how AWS pricing works, cost management in the AWS cloud, okay? So those are your 4 white papers recommended. And then a 5th one, this isn't a white paper though, but they just say compare the AWS support plans. So you go to the web page and you read about the support plans, okay? So there you go. That is the exam guide in a nutshell.